Welcome to the Pro Brick exclusive YouTube channel with Reverend Dr. Jason W. Morrison, theologist. When you become comfortable in anything, that's the most dangerous time for an attack. It's good to be poised, it's good to know what's going on and have everything in the right position. But when you become lackadaisically comfortable, that's when the enemy's going to attack. Stop and ask yourself, what were the things that made you comfortable the last time you got overcome? Whatever that thing was. What was it? Just stop and think for a minute. The problem is, if you live in an arena or you're in a relationship with someone that can be comfortable but still be aware, and you're in a relationship with someone who really in a way can't be comfortable for whatever reasons, and they need to be discussed, and is unaware, how can you reconcile that? Is that reconcilable? There is a way you can reconcile it, and there is a way you can resolve it. Communication. Now, in the Bible, there was a man who was mute, and I think he had some other trouble as well. And they couldn't. How could he communicate what he needed? He had somebody that came. As a matter of fact, when Jesus came along, I think he helped this guy to speak. He gave back this guy his speech. I think this guy was demonized, actually, demonized and mute. And when, don't quote me on that, I know there was a man that was mute. I'm not sure 100% if he was demonized. But demons can contribute to physical ailments. My point is this: when you get an opportunity in life, when, say, the light comes along, like Jesus comes along, these people knew it was just one point in history. It wasn't just something that happened once a week or once a month or once a year. This was one opportunity in the whole of history to meet Christ and to be healed. Word had got out that this guy could heal anything. They say he did more at that time, more miracles than all the books that could ever be written. Just think about it. It must have just been like dominoes, like a whole thing of dominoes. These people had one opportunity in history to be healed. Now you think about it. You can't speak, you're deaf. Some of these people, they couldn't walk, they couldn't see. What do you do if you can't see and you hear that this person is coming down the road? Once in a lifetime opportunity. You're just going to sit there and do nothing? No, not blind Bartimaeus. He sang out, "What's going on?" And they said, "Jesus is coming down the road." Well, he would have heard. I mean, if you know what the winning number of the lottery is, you want that ticket. Right, so you get handed that ticket. It's coming down the road now. Once in a lifetime. Do you sit there and do nothing? Or do you take your opportunity? You take, well, hopefully you take your opportunity and you know what to do with it. Many of you watching this right now, you've had opportunities that you'll never, ever get again. And you know it. And I know it for myself as well. I've had opportunities that I'll never get again. That doesn't mean it's the end or it's all over and I can't bounce back from that. But what causes us to miss these opportunities? Is it negligence? Is it a lack of focus? Is it a lack of value? Is it unresolved? Is it an illness, a blindness, a spiritual blindness, possibly an emotional bondage? When blind Bartimaeus heard that Jesus was coming down the road, the people tried to block him. There's always going to be some interferer, some negative person, some opposer that will try and hold you out from your opportunity, from your blessing. They tried to stop him. They tried to stop the blind man from getting what he wanted. Right? And I guarantee if he got his sight back, there would have been people that didn't like that. There's some people that don't want you to prosper. There's some people that don't want to see you go well in life. And usually, guess what? They're the closest people to you. Sometimes we need to be very cautious about the attitudes and the moods and the idealisms and the ways of the people that are closest to us. We need to make decisions that are going to benefit ourselves. Who pays your rent every week? Honestly, at the end of the day, when everybody fails and shit like this, you have to. You can't fail yourself. If you're failing yourself, then why would you expect others to stand up for you? You can't. We're responsible for ourselves. At the end of the day, we have to make decisions for ourselves. Don't let people interfere. Don't let interferers interfere. Don't let people that haven't got a clue give you advice. Stand for yourself, because the person that you might be listening to, as in the case of blind Bartimaeus, might just want you to be left blind. He cared less if he saw or if he didn't. They didn't care. They didn't care. They would have just left him there blind as Jesus floated past. But Jesus said no. Bring him to me. He sang out, Jesus, Son of David, have mercy on me. And there was this negativity in the air where they couldn't have cared less if blind Bartimaeus got healed or not, as if Jesus didn't care. Oh, Jesus cared, all right, as busy as he was. The people didn't care. This is what you listeners have got to understand. You have to go after and protect what you want.